Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Why is that fucking Valentine's Day on my head? I'm fucking Bruce Willis, man. Just because my movie came out on Valentine's Day doesn't mean I need a motherfucking hat on this motherfucking badassery of me. Now let's get to this motherfucking review. Hello everyone, I am 22 Tiger Dude, and I'm here to review A Good Day to Die Hard, starring Bruce Willis and Courtney. Alright, so A Good Day to Die Hard, aka Die Hard 5, is the 5th installment in the Die Hard franchise. And I was really looking forward to this movie, despite the fact that it's from director John Moore. I like Behind Enemy Lines, but I hated Max Payne, so I was kind of scared going into this movie. I really like the first 4 Die Hard movies. They're all highly enjoyable. I really enjoy them. People bitch about that PG-13 rating in Live Free or Die Hard, but it still had Die Hardism. And who cares if it doesn't have a lot of cussing or any of that stuff? PG-13 is still badass as R rating. Not every fucking thing has to be rated R. Jeez. Shoo. Anyways, now that that's out of my system, let's go to A Good Day to Die Hard, which premiered on Valentine's Day. And this is kind of late because I saw this at an 11 o'clock showing on Wednesday night, the 13th of February. So how does A Good Day to Die Hard hold up? Let's see. So, Courtney plays Jack. He's a Russian spy, and he plays John McClane's son. John McClane is, of course, played by Bruce Willis. And so when Bruce Willis finds out that he's been arrested, he goes into Russia, and he and his son, they have like a little father-son bonding, and the storyline's kind of confusing because it's kind of jumbled up, and I would go on hours and hours trying to explain the plot, so I don't want to waste your time with that. But this movie, after all the excitement, this was a crap Die Hard movie. It was the worst Die Hard movie in the franchise. John Moore, fuck you, and fuck you, Skip Woods. You have really fucked up this franchise. And I don't think I've ever said that many F-bombs in my review, but oh my god, I just couldn't believe how much they really fucked up. First of all, the negatives is that the storyline's really jumbled up, and it really doesn't make sense, and when you try to follow it, they just try to add all these random things. So it seems like Skip Woods, the writer for this crap fest, he just added random things without making sense. Like, he's like, I want to mess with the audience's mind, piss them off and make them confused at the same time. So let's do this shit. Okay, then let's do this shit. And John Moore, his direction for this movie was just awful. I couldn't believe how badly directed this movie was. You're all familiar with Bruce Willis's John McClane's famous phrase of the franchise, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. But you know what? Bruce Willis, aka John McClane, the character, he only says yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker once. Once out of this whole movie does he only say that catchphrase. You know what his catchphrase in this movie is? I'm on fucking vacation. Yes. And I can't tell you how many times he says that catchphrase, but it was annoying as fuck. Like, no joke. He says yippee-ki-yay motherfucker once, but he says I'm on fucking vacation like 10, 15 times? I don't know. And Jai Courtney, at first, when we first introduced him, I was kind of irritated by him. But I guess as their relationship was growing, I started to kind of find him likable. Not as likable as John McClane, of course, but I really enjoyed John McClane and Jack McClane's banter against each other, and that was kind of entertaining to watch. And you do get your John McClane-ish humor here and there. But the disappointing thing is that this movie doesn't really have a lot of John McClane-ish humor. And that was very, very disappointing. Another thing was that the villains. The movie has more than one villain, first of all. And the villains in this movie, they were just drop dead terrible. Oh my god. Like, of course, you may already know this, for those of you that have seen the other users' reviews, but there was a villain who just dances. The way he's just all like, you know what I hate about the Americans? Everything. It's all like, really? It was being like a stereotypical villain as well. And so it was really, really not needed. It was just so poor. Bruce and John Courtney are not to blame for this. Bruce Willis, no matter what, is still a badass. I still like him in this movie, and I'm still a loyal Bruce Willis fan. So even if he is in crapfish movies like this, he's still awesome to me. And I thought Bruce Willis was still awesome here. And even though he really didn't feel too much like John McClane, he was still awesome. And Jay Courtney, he did a well done job playing Jack McClane. And the action sequences. I know a lot of people complain about the CGI action in this film, and to their perspective I can understand, but in my opinion, the action sequences in this movie were awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Action sequences, whenever, like for example, this helicopter is like shooting at things, and that slow-mo effect with Bruce Willis and Jay Courtney just falling down all slowly with the helicopter, that slow-mo effect at the end was just badass, awesome, and explosive. And I just had a lot of fun whenever there was the action. And that's one of the positives I could say about this film, not making me hate it even more. It's a bad film, it's disappointing, and I give a big ol' fuck you to John Moore and Skip Woods. This is not a good movie at all. Please don't see it. You guys are going to rage at this movie though, because the action sequences unfortunately were not realistic. And yeah, I'm just going to end it from there. A Good Day to Die Hard is a fucking piece of shit. And it's going to get 1.5 out of 4 stars. Oh. Fuck you, John Moore and Skip Woods. Fuck you. Subscribe to my channel. Comment below and give me your opinion of the film. Like and share this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power.